Residents of a St. Louis suburb.
Yeah, the unrest in Ferguson, Missouri follows this weekend's fatal shooting of an African-American teenager by a policeman. Now, crowds had initially gathered Sunday night for a candlelight vigil for 18-year-old Michael Brown.
And one of the things fueling this is that witnesses to Saturday's incident say Brown was unarmed and had his hands in the air when he was shot to death. But police say the teen was assaulting an officer at the time of the shooting.
Well, local media are also reporting looting at several stores around the city and that police were using bullhorns to try to get the crowds to go home. Well, for the latest, CNN's George Howell joins us now on the line from suburban St. Louis, Missouri. And George, certainly getting very different stories from both sides of the equation here. What are you learning on this?
Certainly, and we were in the middle, really. Photojournalist Jordan Gazzardo and myself in the middle of what was a very tense situation in Ferguson. It was a struggle, quite frankly, a struggle between protesters who were really trying to take a stand against police, take a stand against what they believe is injustice in this city. But then we also saw other people simply come into this situation to cause trouble. We saw stores being looted. We saw heard shots fired. We saw a flare at one point fired in our direction toward police. It's been a tense situation for several hours here in the streets of Ferguson. We watched as police initially kept a very, what's the word I'm looking for, trying to take a very peaceful approach, not very confrontational, rather just standing in the streets, but clearly ready, armed with their riot gear, but not really taking any actions. We watched as some protesters took to the streets and really got in some of the